Hey guys, I thought I would just jump on here real quick and give you guys a look as to how I did our meal plan for the month of August. I'm doing it a little different than what I normally do, so I'll take you through what I did today. I have a meal planning book that I just printed off on my computer, and I took it down to Staples and had it bound. This is like $2 or $3, and they put the plastic on the front and the back, so it was a really simple thing. Since I had done this at the beginning of the year, I'm actually going to change the way I do it because it's just not working. So hence the reason why I'm going to tell you how I'm doing it today and not how I've been doing it. So for every month, make sure you guys can see that. There we go. So for every month I have a blank calendar in here. So for the month of August, I went through and put the days down and that kind of thing. So I went through, and you'll see subs and lasagna and tacos. Every Tuesday we have tacos. Every Friday we have pizza. I did this yesterday, and I really just did not like how my grocery list was turning out. It was just a whole lot of randomness, and it just was not making sense in my brain. So I went in there and I printed off another calendar. Now all this is a Excel document. That's all this is. That's what it starts out with. So this is the one that I just got finished doing, and it makes so much more sense in my brain. Pardon the giggles in the background. My son's sitting behind me on his phone watching YouTube in a chair. So what I did is I ultimately have 2 weeks worth of meals, and I'm just going to repeat it. You'll see this block outlined in green, and then you see this. They're the exact same. So for today's the 4th, so tomorrow I'm going to make a roast. Sundays are things that I can put in the crock pot, and I can put in there before church if need be. We'll have roast, and then we'll have roasted Brussels sprouts, carrots, and potatoes. What kind of potatoes? I'm not sure. We might have roasted potatoes one week. We might have finger potatoes the next week. We might have mashed potatoes the next week. Just depends, but I know we're going to have potatoes that day. And then the next day we're going to have lasagna. This is actually going to be a freezer meal. When I go grocery shopping, I'm going to make 2 of them. Put them in the freezer, done. I don't have to deal with it. I just have to take it out of the freezer that morning, let it thaw out, 2 or 3 o'clock. I'll put it in the oven because it probably won't be unfrozen by then unless I put it out the night before. And we'll have green beans and French bread, possibly a salad. The next day is Tuesdays. We're having tacos all month on Tuesdays because it makes life easy. I'll cook a chicken breast for me, beef for the boys, and then we'll have lettuce and tomato, cheese and sour cream. May throw in there some sort of vegetable, corn, or might do some rice or something like that. But ultimately that's what we'll have. Wednesday we'll have pasta salad with chicken and French bread. I put vegetables in my pasta salad, which is why there's not a vegetable anywhere on here. Thursday we're gonna have no noodles chicken Alfredo with broccoli, more as a dish and not a casserole type thing. Fridays we have pizza, so just basically different types. We always have half a cheese and then some sort of vegetable or meat on the other side. Like here we're having ham and pineapple, here we're having pepperoni, green peppers, onions, and mushrooms, and then we're going to do green peppers, onions, and mushrooms again. My husband really likes the vegetable pizzas. Saturday we're going to have Philly cheesesteak and fries, which is a really simple thing because Saturdays are usually pretty crazy. The next Sunday we're going to have a roast chicken, which I can put in the crock pot, and vegetables with Brussels sprouts, carrots, and potatoes. Again, it's just going to be roasted vegetables and some random potato, but I can actually put all of those vegetables in with the chicken or the roast and be done if I don't want to come home and roast vegetables, because like the Brussels sprouts right now I have to blanch them and then roast them because nursing, it takes out some of the gas, the things that build up gases in your system, and it makes it easier on Harper's stomach. Chicken fajitas, super simple. I just do shredded chicken with onions and sauteed onions and peppers, and again we may do some sort of vegetable, but that's ultimately a meal for us. So, and then Taco Tuesdays, and then Wednesday we're gonna have Sloppy Joe and fries. I find it cheaper to make my Sloppy Joe mix and sauce. To each their own. If you want to use a can, go for it. That next day, that Thursday, we're gonna have spaghetti and meatballs and French bread. The meatballs here, I'm actually gonna make ahead and freeze. That way, and you can put those in the oven frozen. So if you see something going on here, where I'm gonna have to do probably Monday or Sunday or Monday, probably Monday, I'll do a freezer prep, a freezer meal day, which will be the lasagnas and the meatballs and probably the Sloppy Joe mix. Let's see, what else could I put in the freezer? I could pre-do the burgers, that kind of thing. Just whatever I can put ahead in the freezer to make my life easier. That Friday we're gonna have pepperoni pizza and cheese pizza, and then that Saturday we're gonna have burgers with just lettuce and tomato and fries. And then I just take this whole thing and repeat it, which makes my life easy. Up here you'll see for breakfast we're just gonna have we'll just have options. It's not going to be planned for each day. Granola, yogurt, eggs and toast, pancakes, waffles, muffins. I have several muffins in the freezer. I think I have some blueberry, I have banana blueberry, I have banana, that kind of thing. But I want to make some pumpkin muffins just because I'm wishing fall ahead way too soon. We'll have some fruit. We'll have cereal on hand. And then we'll have hash, and what I call hash is just potatoes, onions, green peppers, and maybe throw some bacon in it or sausage in it or something like that. I call that hash. I don't know what anybody else calls it. So that's basically my basic meal plan for this month. I simplified it. Oh, lunch, I haven't written it down, but we'll just have turkey meat and ham and bologna available. Tuna salad, egg salad. There's something else I hadn't planned. And then leftovers. Peanut butter and jelly, that's what I was thinking of. We will just have those things, options on, because sometimes we have a late breakfast and don't actually end up eating lunch. We'll just have a snack. I take this and then I end up with this. Okay, so I have my meal plan for the month, and then I just have a piece of notebook paper for now, and I just started with meat as a heading, dry, fridge food, breads, fresh vegetables, and frozen vegetables is what I have on there. And you can't see you've already seen that, so I'll kind of more focus in. Basically what I do, like Sunday we're going to have roast Brussels sprouts, carrots, and potatoes. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to write down roast and do tallies. 1 roast Brussels sprouts, fresh, that's what the F means, carrots, and potatoes. 1 tally for each. And then lasagna. Lasagna noodles. For lasagna, I know I need lasagna noodles, I need marinara sauce. We're going to have green beans, frozen green beans with that, and we're going to have French bread. And I know I need mozzarella cheese, so I'm going to put a tally mark beside that. Chicken, and then we're going to have, oh, I just remembered something. I need ricotta cheese. Yeah, for my lasagna. I knew I was forgetting something. And then, like for tacos, I'm going to do 1 beef, 1 chicken. So one of those first tally marks are for those beef and chicken. I've got shredded lettuce in a bag, which is what I'm going to buy for the tacos, and then tomatoes. Done. And I just go through each of the knots on here and do that. Like, I know I need for pasta salad, I need pasta, I need chicken, I need cucumbers, I need tomatoes, I need Italian dressing, and French bread. So I'm just going to do that. Break everything down, but just write it down as I go. So, and then I ended up with this, which is a hodgepodge mess in my brain. I have all of my meats, all of my dries, they end up going over here and down here, and this just doesn't work in my brain, so I rewrote it. You don't have to rewrite it, it's up to you. But I did dry, breakfast, baking, meat, fresh Down here, can you see down here? There we go. Down here is the fridge things, breads, and frozen. And over here, I have a non-food side. We don't usually buy a lot of non-food stuff. I'm trying my best because it's expensive. And most of it you just throw it away. Some things you can't get away from. Like, we need pull-ups, we need wipes. Josh needs deodorant, I need shampoo and body wash. I need a fridge light bulb, I need a dryer vent cover. Nathan's gonna get a new cup. I'm actually gonna buy him 2. Freezer containers, because I'm trying to get away from freezer bags. Saline spray for both boys because Nathan decided to dump both containers out yesterday. That was fun. Harper needs probiotics. Nathan and Harper use a cream that is made by Neosporin for eczema. I need 3 more pizza pans because I'm going to pre-make my pizzas with the toppings and things like that on them and freeze them. It's going to be another thing on my freezer prep day, and that way I can put plastic wrap over them and stick them in the freezer. I'm going to look for a yeast jar, a brown sugar jar. I may or may not get them some cleaning rags because you can get them in bundles for really cheap. Some probiotics for us because we ran out. Cling wrap, parchment paper, aluminum foil, and metal pans. So we will see how this goes. Some of this stuff I'm going to get at Aldi, some at Walmart, and some at Sam's. So we will see how it goes.